Moalo. Let us now listen to a word of prayer by Costas Moalo. Moalo, can you pray for us? Moalo, Costas, a word of prayer for you now.
Sit down. Let's close our eyes. Our Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us a wonderful day as we're studying our lessons. Be with us, guide us so that everything that our teacher will teach should be in our mind every time. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Let us come to Our Lady for a word of prayer. We glorify God for offering a word of prayer this morning. And thank you for specifically praying for me. Today is 31st January 2023. So this is what we call introduction, not introduction, but theoretical application of parenting, BSW 323. Our today's activities are as follows. Number one, prayer has already been offered by Moalo, and then class rules and regulations are going to be taking ground now, and then confirmation of class president, calling class into order, and then presentation of the types of relationships by students. Then there will be an announced classroom quiz or test number one, marking, grading shall be done, and then conclusion. At this time around, I would want to ask you class members to come up with classroom rules and regulations. The rules that will be governing these classroom sessions each and every time we come here to study for teaching and learning. We need to have classroom rules so that if I teach, I must be fair to all of you, and when you learn, you must be also fair to me and fair to each other. Who can suggest the first rule as a ground rule? Number one, you have to suggest, and then all of us needs to be taken care. We will type them, and each time we come, we will fix it there, and then so it's going to be act like our principles of or daily rules. Okay, number one.
Everyone should be fun.
Hello?
Everyone should be fun.
The first rule is punctuality. Punctuality, that's number one rule. So on this one, we are saying that if you go by this rule, let us agree that by 1:15, everybody is in the class and the teacher is in. Thank you. Yes, sir.
On the time.
Yes.
If you just get to add 5 minutes so that you be.
No, we are using the university.
No, as in depending on the other students whereby they're coming from far and keep that. You know how traffic this side is. It's too boring.
No, it's by choice to be there, but the time still, the university said classes must begin not 8, but 8:15, and everybody has to abide by that. So we will not compromise that one, because it's in the rules and in the what we call timetables. Do our timetable show 8:15? Is it so? 8:15? 8:15. The class, when do classes start?
8:15.
8:15. So that one is not even our rules. So if you want that one to change, then you go to the administration and say, there is a queen who comes from very far. You tell the dean, the president, and the registrar, so that they can consider queen. But I don't think it can carry water. So this one is already there, so we are just abiding, adopting it. Clear? We have nothing to do on that one, we just adopt it. So on punctuality, then we are saying that let us make sure that by quarter past we are all in this rule. Another rule? Another rule? Yes?
Calls should be allowed when they are needed. You shouldn't be using the leg. You just use it.
Calls be allowed?
Calls,
Phone calls.
when it's really needed, we take a call.
Who determines that this call is really needed?
I mean, the student will explain.
And then they answer the call right here.
Someone come and assist them. It disturbs some of us.
Okay, so we are saying no phone calls in the classroom session. No phone calls in the... Okay, it has been taken. No responding. No responding to calls while the class is in session. Agreed?
No.
Okay, you are just a minority, so we will not take you. Another rule? Another rule? Unnecessary noise, not acceptable. All what we need here is academic noise. This is a classroom session. Another commandment should be what? Another commandment? Hello?
That's activities to take it serious. Failure to do that.
Take seriousness in all classroom what? Activities, e.g. assignments, again? Presentations, group discussions, and what? And examinations. Another one? Another one? Probably two more. Yes.
No kids in class.
Yes.
No
Kids in class.
kissing.
Even kids.
No.
No kids. No kids.
No hearts between them.
Okay. No caps in class, as well as no kissing. No caps and kissing in a classroom session. The other commandment is what? The last one.
Shame. No doing like me.
Hello?
No doing like me the driving.
That one I'm struggling to come up with.
Mama ni akana kuna mwai. Mama Someone in class
Okay.
like the Zungriza.
That one is a bit personal. However,
It's personal, but yes.
however, the very last one for me is this, that respecting each other is of paramount importance. When it is group discussions, make sure you are taking your chance. Don't interrupt. No idea is nobody's idea, no one's idea is weak. Everybody's idea is acceptable. Clear?
Yes.
So if somebody speaks something that is weak, that is according to him, but we should remember to respect that individual. So we will type this one, and then can I ask Rihanna to take this and type for me, and then I will give you money to have this one. You have to. So far we have 6 commandments. I will give you some more chances to add on the list if it pleases you. Okay, we are done with the rules and the regulation. Then I am now here to ask the class to appoint a class president. Who is our 2023 theoretical application class president? Liana?
You have to withdraw me.
Okay, so Liana is okay. Let us clap hands for Liana now that she has been elected as the president of this classroom. Now, I would want to call the classroom into order. I welcome you students into today's classroom session activity. According to last week's classroom, we enjoyed the presentation of some students who were presenting on what we call some theories that are related to parenting or raising of the children. Who remembers the first theory? What was the first theory that was presented and who made the presentation? Can you give me the name of the first theory that was presented last week? Any theory? Any theory that was presented last week? Any theory that was, who remembers? Any theory? Hello?
Attachment theory.
Congratulations. Yes, who presented the attachment theory last week? Attachment theory. Ritual. Where is the ritual now? I can't see him. He presented on attachment theory and he presented it well. You remember when he was presenting, he was mentioning things like assumption of the theory, attachment styles, and then he also talked about the stages of attachment and factors that influence this what so-called attachment theory. Thank you so much for remembering this attachment theory as presented by Ritual, one of our fellow students last week. Who remembers another theory which was also presented last week? Any other theory? Hello? Any other theory? Behaviorism theory. Who presented on that one? Okay, congratulations for remembering that Kim made a presentation on behaviorism theory. It is a theory which is also connected to parenting. The last theory was also presented. There were three, I remember. Who presented the last theory last week? What was it? Who is the me? You said it was presented by me?
It was written by Mark.
By who?
Mark.
Oh, Costa Small. Wow. Oh yes. What was the fifth? The name of the theory she presented? What was the name of the theory she presented?
When did her name change?
What was it? Friend, what was the name of the theory which was presented by her? What was it? What was the name of the theory that was presented by her, by Costas? Can you enjoy this seat? Take a paper there and enjoy this seat. That paper, you will need it at some point in time. Yes. Costas, what was the name of the theory which you presented? Socialization theory. Yes, socialization theory. Yeah, it was presented by her, in which were the types of families, and in which were some foster parenting, and so many. I would want to thank you all because you have remembered it very well on what was presented last week. Today, we are now switching into a course, another topic, which is called relationships. We said, what is a relationship? What is it? Relationships. State of being what? Connected. That's relationship. State of being connected. An individual, every individual is a product of relationship. Whatever the type or the nature of that relationship is, does not matter. But everybody is a product of relationships. So come and occupy on this chair. Everybody this side. I would want to be facing you like this. So you're going to sit on this front chair with that seat of mine. There is already another chair. Sir, don't sit like that. I want you to move the chair because we will have an examination soon. So, to the table. When we say relationships, we are simply talking about the state of being connected. The state of being connected. A son can be connected to the father, and then the daughter connected to the mother. But in psychology, this is not the case. A daughter is connected to a father, while a son is connected to mother. That's how things are. So, a relationship, or the word relationships, it simply gives us the connotation that there is a state of being connected. State of being connected. That's relationship. Or it's one person being connected to two or more persons. That's relationships. And then last week, we discovered that relationships has types. And then we say, or we agreed that one of the types of relationships may be what we call toxic relationship. That's probably number one, according to what we are studying here. The other one is what? Open relationship. It's another type of relationship. Another one is what? Casual or casual relationships. And then number 4 is what? Codependent relationships. The other one is what? Romantic relationship. And probably the last one is what? Platonic relationship. These are the types of relationships we have chosen to study. There are about 6 of them. And then number 1 we say toxic relationships. And then open relationships, casual relationships, codependent relationships, romantic relationships, and platonic relationships. During our class last week, we agreed that today people will come up with products of studies or research, simple research on each of the types of relationships. In our discussion, it pleased us to agree that toxic relationship is going to be presented today by who? Who is presenting on that one? What is your name? Tabitha gonna present on toxic relationships. That's Tabitha today presenting on that type of relationships. As a matter of fact, when Tabitha comes up here to make a presentation, my request to you all is to jot down some notes, because there will be a lot that Tabitha is going to present to us this morning. So, we are saying that at this type of relationship, called the open relationship, we are now going to have somebody presenting on this one. Who is presenting on open relationship? Okay, what's your name? This is going to be done by Joyce. So, another type of relationships that's going to be presented this morning is called casual relationship. Who is our presenter there?
Me.
Who is me?
Queen.
Okay, Queen. Queen is going to present on casual relationships. And then there is another type of relationships. Somebody is making noise there. Please keep quiet. And then codependent relationship gonna be presented by who?
Constance.
Lichua is presenting on codependent relationship. And then romantic relationship also has a presenter this morning. Who is he that presents on? Hello, Gavin? Is it Gavin?
Yes.
Where is he?
It's not here.
Okay, Gavin gonna present on romantic relationships. And then who is presenting on platonic relationship?
Me.
Who is me?
Hostess.
Okay, hostess.
Wow.
Hostess more. Okay, fine. We have our 6 presenters, and each presenter is going to be given a maximum of probably 3 minutes to make presentation, which means 6 times 3, all the presentation gonna be done in 18 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite the first presenter on toxic relationship. And before she comes, let me remind you that whenever somebody comes here and make a presentation, your work, your humble work is to take the notes for your own benefit, and the notes that will help you during the judgment day. Because judgment day shall still come, never be cheated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I am inviting our lady, who is Tabitha, to come up front here to make a presentation. As she is coming here, since this presentation is going to be made in this social work class, can we give her a hand? Welcome up. Make sure that you use your maximum time and make clear presentation on that. It's your time.
Okay. Good morning, class. I'm going through the topic of toxic relationship. The definition says toxic relationship is the one that makes you feel unsupported, misunderstood, or attacked. A relationship is actually toxic when well-being is threatened in so many ways, like emotionally, physically, and physiologically.
Isn't it psychological?
Yeah, it's psychological. Some of the signs of toxic relationship. These can be, you can give more than you are getting, which makes you feel devalued and degraded. That is the first one. The second one is you feel disrespected, or that your needs are not meant to be. The third one, you are always to be blamed. Things turn around, so things you thought they had done wrong, you suddenly, it's your fault. I mean, it's suddenly your fault. What caused this relationship to be toxic? First thing is unmet needs. Everyone desires to feel loved, safe, respected, and valued. An emotionally abusive person forces others to meet those desired needs. The second one is fear of abandonment or rejection. Someone that fear losing someone let me start again. Fear of abandonment or rejection. Someone that fear losing someone they love, they will react negatively to anything they perceived as rejection. This type of individual will engage in abuse to ensure that they are staying with the same person forever. The third point, fixed mindset. Some people don't have hope that they can change and grow into a better person. So this makes one to stick into that relationship. The last one, unhealthy coping. Some people grow up in homes where abuse was normal, so they don't know what healthy behavior is or how to start practicing healthy behavior. Effects of toxic relationship. Affect one's self-esteem and your overall mental health as well as your physical health. Distract one from other relationships in our lives, leading to sense of social isolation, which might cause other issues like depression. Coping of toxic relationship. Discuss what you see as a problem and decide together if you want to change the dynamic to ensure that both of you get your needs. Another point, limit the time you spend with people who bring frustration or unhappiness into your life. Tell the person directly that you are ending the relationship and list your reasons. Let the relationship to fade away over time, slowly communicating with this person less and less. And the last point is discontinue communication immediately. That's all about the toxic relationship. If there's any question.
She's calling for some questions from the class. She has made a presentation and now she is making question codes. Any question? If you know questions, let us clap hands for her. Our next presenter on the company is Joyce. Joyce, she's now coming out front here to make a presentation on open relationships. Joyce is now taking the stage. Yes, Joyce, can you stand by a little bit far there? And then that is Joyce presenting on open relationship.
Okay, my name is Joyce Kazani. I'm presenting on open relationship. So I wrote about the definition, benefits, and advantages and disadvantages. Open relationship is a type of conception and a monogamous relationship which romantic partners aren't exclusively dating one another. They both agree to have other romantic or sexual partners and are honest about it. And there's a reason why people choose open relationship, which is they might consider open relationship because they believe they can love more than one person and also want to explore their sexuality with someone of a different gender. And the benefits of open relationship. The first one is it helps both partners to become skilled at communicating their personal needs. The second one is it helps to meet the sexual needs since they are able to relieve the pressure person to fulfill all the emotional and sexual needs. The third one is freedom. An open relationship gives you an opportunity to live a life without any restrictions. For example, you cannot have your extramarital relationships. On the disadvantages, there's risk of contraction of diseases. This is so because relationships with multiple partners is risky and can bring diseases. The second one is priority issues. Time management can stress open relationships. For example, you might start not putting enough time and effort into your primary relationship because everyone demands attention. The third one is it can create depression. It can create depression if two partners are unable to handle multiple partners and their influence on their primary relationships. The last one is one or both partners may become jealous and uncomfortable. That's all.
I did not hear only advantages.
Or the advantages. It helps both partners become skilled at communicating their personal needs. The second one helps to meet all your sexual needs since you are able to relieve the pressure of having to fulfill all your emotional and sexual needs. The third one is freedom. An open relationship gives you an opportunity to live a life without any restrictions. For example, you cannot have your extramarital relationship.
Before you leave the stage, you gave us a very good outline. You said definition, gonna be the first one, benefits, advantages, and disadvantages. Did you follow your outline very well?
No, I wrote about definition, disadvantages, and disadvantages.
Okay. Can we give her an opportunity to hear our hands clapping? Thank you so much. Joyce, you have given us something that is so. If I, the lecturer, am able to write notes, who are you that you cannot write down the notes when the presenter is making presentation? Social work is a discipline that calls for commitment. Should you miss something from our presenter, surely it will not be okay for you on the day of Qiyamah or judgment. So let us listen to our Lady of Wisdom, Queen. Can you come, Queen, and make a presentation on casual relationships?
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to present on the relationship type called casual relationship. First of all, I'm going to define what it is. It is a physical and emotional relationship between two people who may have casual sex and a near sexual relationship. This is actually stating that they are not in the relationship, but they are just doing things which relationship people can be doing. And I went further to find out the 4 types of casual relationships. These are friends with benefits, one night stand, booty call, and sexual buddies. Thank you. If you have any questions. The types, the definition. Okay, I said that it is a physical and emotional relationship between two people who may have casual sex or a near sexual relationship. Any other questions?
No.
Thank you.
The types?
First one, we have friends with benefits, one night stand, booty call, B-O-O-D-Y.
Keep writing on the space that you may have it, on the types. Possible. Types of casual relationship. She is writing something related to the types of casual relationships. Can you pronounce those?
First one, we have friends with benefits, one night stand, booty call, sex buddies or friends. Buddies in the same way with friends.
Okay. Let us clap hands to Tim. Thank you so much. Another presenter is now on codependent relationship. Who is presenting that one? Oh, wow, codependent. It's ritual.
Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
I'm going to present about codependent relationship as one of the type of relationship. But before I go straight to that, allow me to give you the general definition of the relationship. Relationship is any connection between two people which can be either positive or negative. And under relationship, there are categories, or relationships are categorized into four. We have what we call family relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, sexual relationships, work relationships. Now back to the business. Codependent relationships is an embarrassed dysfunction type of relationship in which a partner has an emotional, physical, or mental reliance on the other people or person. Now let's look at some of the characteristics of the codependent relationship. 1. Acting as a giver while the other person acts as a taker. 2. Going to great lengths to avoid conflict with the other person. Feeling like you have to ask permission to do things. Having to save or rescue the other person from their own actions. That is to say, when your friend is about to do something which is harmful, you can always control him or her. Another point, feel like you don't know who you are in the relationship. Feel like you don't know whom you are in the relationship. Lastly, evaluating the other person, even if they have done nothing, to any goodwill and admiration. I think that's what I had concerning that type of relationship. Thank you so much for your attention. Unless there are some questions.
He is calling for some questions. Any questions? No questions? Clap hands for him. Thank you so much, Mr. Odisho, for whatsoever. We are not going to hear Kelvin presenting. Kelvin is not here. So we all know that the romantic relationship is about, but whenever he comes, he will be given an opportunity to make a presentation on the romantic.
Or maybe I can just come in for you.
Oh, come in. Oh, Red Ritual is going to redeem him. Oh, praise God. Ritual is going to save Kelvin.
Romantic relationships are those relationships where are characterized by feelings of love and attraction for another person. And experts have come with a variety of different ways to describe how people experience and express love. For example, a psychologist, Robert Sternberg, suggests that there are 3 main components of love. That is passion, intimacy, and decision commitment. Romantic love is a combination of passion and intimacy. Romantic relationships tend to change over time. At the start of relationship, people typically experience stronger feelings of passion. During the initial, let me come again. Romantic relationships tend to change over time. At the start of the relationship, people typically experience stronger feelings of passion. During this initial infatuation period, the brain releases specific neurotransmitters called dopamine, oxytocin that cause people to feel euphoric and fall in love. Over time, these feelings start to lessen in their intensity. As the relationship matures, people develop deeper levels of emotional intimacy and understanding. Romantic relationships often burn hot at the beginning, while the initial feelings of passion usually lessen and strengthen over time. Feelings of trust, emotional intimacy, and commitment grow strong. Thank you.
Clap hands for it. Thank you so much for coming to our rescue curve. Now we are finishing with Costas. She is presenting on what? On this other thing called platonic relationships. Yes, Costas?
Good morning. As you already know, my name is Constance Moore. I'm presenting on platonic relationship. A platonic relationship is a friendship between two people who are not attracted to each other sexually or romantically. In a platonic relationship, especially between opposite sexes, is common for lines for when one partner develops feelings for the other. A platonic relationship is a friendship. A platonic relationship is a friendship between two people who are not attracted to each other, especially sexually and romantically. In a platonic relationship, especially between opposite sexes, it's common for lines when one partner develops feelings for the other. But this isn't to say that they don't work. It can work perfectly as long as there is a mutual understanding. Types of platonic relationship includes bromance.
Bromance.
You can start right, you can write those things.
Bromance.
Even on top.
Why you just? No, actually, those activities which you can have.
I'm not a teacher. Okay. Bromance. This is a close but non-sexual relationship between two men. Then there's womans. Womans. This is a close but This is a close homosocial female bonding relationship that extends beyond relationship, and it is characterized by a high level of emotional intimacy. Work spans. non-sexual relationship between colleagues or co-workers. Although there is no intimate or romantic benefit in a platonic relationship, it provides other advantages.
So you think there are only three types of that type of relationship, or you are still going for other type of relationship? But
Those are the ones.
that you are done.
Yeah, those are the ones. Okay, the benefits of a platonic relationship. Ideally, two people have a platonic connection and use each other for sex. There is no romance, there are no dates, and there is no commitment. The disadvantages of platonic relationship. There are many risks of platonic relationship. The primary one being that they can easily turn sexual. Most psychologists discovered sex between platonic friends such as a bond difficult to find, and sex will change the nature of the bond. What to watch out for in a platonic relationship?
What?
What to watch out in a platonic relationship? One of it is social exchange theory. In psychology, suggests as long as the benefit the relationship, the more likely you are to stick with it. Patterns of negative behaviors that start up over time and big fallouts. However, can be friendship enders to matter how close you have felt to someone. Okay. Possible handles of platonic relationship includes ghosting habits. Conversation and friendship responsibility falls slowly on your shoulders. Boundary breaches. A lack of care or consent towards boundaries can be challenges. Fanatism. Hot topic moral debates where no outside opinions is considered. Signs that you're in your partnership, your partner is signs that your partner relationship platonic. Sometimes romantic relationships lose their aspects of sexual attractions. Your partner's relationship may be moving towards platonic if feel emotionally close but not sexually attracted to your partner. Enjoy spending time together but feel no need to express physical intimacy. What is platonic intimacy? Intimacy is not reserved for sex, though sex is often an expression of intimacy. Intimacy in platonic is about allowing yourself to be vulnerable with another person, and it traits such as trust, security, and closeness. I think that's the end of my presentation. If you have any question, you can ask. Thank you.
Precisely, no question. we would want to thank you all for making what we call presentation this morning. So, when you go home, you will, where's Tabitha living? Where's Tabitha? Tabitha. Okay, choose one friend. Can you just choose somebody? I want to say something. Tabitha. Just choose anybody. Okay. Tabitha is choosing Queen. So, two of you, when you get to your respective places, look at toxic relationship in as far as a child and parent relationship is concerned, if it matters. Can there be toxic relationship between a child or between children and their parents? Can that type of relationship exist? So you must find how toxic relationship can be or is applicable in a child and parental relationship. Clear? So, Joyce, choose a friend. And you reach where you will also discuss how your theories are applicable in a parent-child relationship. Just take time, see, this is what is on the ground. This is a type of relationship. How much applicable is this relationship in a family setting? Clear? Yeah. Now, who else? And then, codependent relationship, because this one was ritual. Ritual, you will also judge yours, and then Kevin will also judge yours and Costas. So everybody must be in teams. Thank you so much for presentation. This time around, we will stop here on the relationships part. And now we are venturing into item number 6, which says unannounced classroom quiz or test. This time around, I have decided to refer to the presentation which was done last week, and by the virtue of the same, be informed that next week we will also have, this one is announced now, a quiz on these things, toxic up to platonic relationships. But this one is an announced quiz, but it has 25 pieces making 100%. If you have not received the paper for this quiz, make sure that you have your own paper. You have to produce your own paper, because it means you are late. You came late into the classroom session. That's one way to catch you as on what time you entered into the classroom session. So if you don't have a paper, just know that you are one of the late reporters into this classroom session. So a quiz is coming to you in this shape. You who are online, remember that this is quizzing time. We are quizzing you on the theories of parenting that were presented last week, and then you all remember, if you had an opportunity to listen to the presentation done last week. So your work is, hear the question, I will read the question twice, just identify that statement with one of those theories whose presentation was made last week. You who are listening me from far places on online classes, I would want to instruct you to do the following. Find a paper record all your answers. There are 22 questions. Write figures like 1 to 22, and then you have to just write in short. If the statement is related to theory A, say it's theory A. If it's theory B, say it's theory B. If it's theory C, say it's theory C. Just write. Even you who are here, write 1 to 22 on your paper. Short answers. 1 to 22. What do I want? I want you to write this one. 1, and then 2, 3, up to 22. Do it now. I will read a statement from my notebook, and your duty is to identify that statement with a theory which was presented last week during classroom session. I will read a statement twice. If I read the statement twice, then it will be your duty to give a judgment to that one. In this classroom, we will take 10 such tests. And then the 10 such tests will add up to your assignment in class number 1. So, understand me, in class number 1. So, after mid-semester examination, we will also take quizzes just in the same way. What does this tell you? It tells you that when the class presentation is done, it is not the end of your study. Even at home, whether you are in the toilet or in the kitchen, remember these things. Take a copy and remember something that was discussed during the classroom session. Remember, this is a theoretical application of parenting, and we will be dealing with theories. There are so many theories that we will be dealing with. So each and every classroom session, we will have a quiz. So it's time now for a quiz. I will catch you if you don't read at home. And I will catch you if you just ignore these things. Number 1, mention number 1. You will say it's a different question. You will say it is going to be answered like A, B, C. Number 1. The question is for number 1 only. For number 1 only, listen the instruction. State or mention or list 3 theories which were presented last week. Number 1. Mention, state, name, list down 3 theories which were presented last week during classroom session. If you are not here, that is not my problem, and that is the problem of you and your parents probably. Mention 3 theories that were presented in classroom session last week. You who are listening from online, I'm saying mention only 3 theories associated with the raising of children which was presented last week. Have you made mention of all of them?
No, but then I won't.
Okay. Please make sure you list those theories very, very well. Okay? Now, the answers you have put on that paper are the key, makes up a key of everything you will be doing from question number 2 up to question number 21. So you will be judging a statement basing on those three theories you have made mention, you have put on that one. If you have put something very mediocratically, shall you yield? Statement number 2. This theory stipulates the means in which one acquires culture through. Just put a theory that this statement is related to this theory. Let me read again. Your work now is going to say, if I read a statement, and then you must follow that statement. To which theory does it belong? This statement, is it belonging to theory 1? Your theory 1 is there. Theory 2, your theory 2 is there. Theory 3, your theory 3 is there on your paper. I don't see it.
So in case there are some smells in the theory,
Yes.
some political statement, it can be applicable to maybe 2 theories at the same time. So what can be the right?
The formation of these questions were based on what was recorded by this camera and what was presented by the presenter. So if you were keen listening to that presenter and you were taking notes, you will pass this test. Because I have followed the words of the presenter as was in camera and as was in his words. So there will be no 2 ways. However, if you are intelligent enough to relate that one with another theory which was also presented in this same classroom, then we will give you an opportunity during marking to defend your statement. Thank you. This theory stipulates the needs in which one acquires culture. A theory that stipulates the means in which a child acquires culture. What theory is that? The theory that stipulates the means in which one or a child acquires culture from. Done? Number 3, this theory says that behaviors are classified from parent to children from parent. This theory says that behaviors are classified to children from parents. This theory says behaviors are classified from parents to children. Name the theory. I think it's like a day of judgment has come. This theory says behaviors are classified from parents to children. Name the theory that says this.
So you're saying it's okay to just do A, B, C?
I am now going to number 4. Hey, you are disturbing the system. I have already given you time to listen to the instructions, and now your business is identification of that statement with any of the 3 theories as were presented in the classroom last week. Number 4. This theory suggests that all children are products of their own environment. Children are products of their own environment. Another statement, just say, shakuri. You know, they are the names of the theories you have put on number one. So you must refer to those ones. Number 5. This theory proposes that all that children presents to their respective environments are things which their families teach them. All that children present to their communities or to their environment are things that their parents taught them or teach them. Number 6. The theory states that parents are first teachers of their children. Parents are first teachers of their children. Which theory stipulates that? Number 7, can I repeat? Should I repeat? Parents are first teachers of their children. Which theory says so? Number 7. This theory points out that raising children is the most difficult work. Raising children is the most difficult work. Number 8. Political instability may scatter the children into the hands of foster parents. Political instability may scatter the children into the hands of foster parents. Which theory says so? I continue with number 9. This theory suggests that all behaviors are learned. All behaviors are learned. Or learned. All behaviors are learned. Number 10. All behaviors that children present are shaped but can be changed. Are shaped but can be changed. B.F. Skinner is associated to this theory. B.F. Skinner is associated to this theory. Which theory is that? Punishment belongs to this theory. That's number 12. Which theory is that? Punishment belongs to this theory. Which theory is that? The opposite of positive reinforcement is negative reinforcement. Both of them belong to this theory. The opposite of positive reinforcement is negative reinforcement. Both negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement belong to this theory. Which theory is that? I continue. Number 15. Negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement belongs to this theory. Number 15.
14.
Number 14. Where are you lost? Number 14, I'm saying positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement, they belong to this theory. Oh, that is the number 13 according to you, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, now I understand it. Brothers and sisters, that one is number 13. And then number 14 is this one. B.F. Skinner is associated not to this theory. B.F. Skinner is associated not to this theory. Which means there are two theories that are not associated to her. If it's her, then you can just write any of them which were presented last week. Just that one is giving you a passing breathing mark. B.F. Skinner is not associated with this theory. B.F. Skinner is not associated to this theory. That's number 13. Number 14 rather. Number 14. No? Let me move with you like this. No. Even so, we remark. But now you can correct your figures, as I mentioned, number 15. Number 15 is, this theory emphasizes the existence of bond between people. Bond between people. Which theory speaks of bond?
Like number 16 now.
That one is number 15. Take that one as 15. Just write 15 somewhere. 15, that is number 15. Number 12, let me begin taking from number 12. Punishment belongs to this theory. Are you set there? Yeah. Number 13. Number 13 is positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement belong to this theory. Number 14. B.F. Skinner is not associated to this theory. Number 15 now. This theory emphasizes the existence of bond between people. Number 16. This points that bond develops 6 months after a child is born. Bond develops 6 months after a child is born. I continue. This theory stipulates that children experience with caregivers shapes them. Number 17.
Oh, 15.
No, I will just continue from there. If you are disturbed, but I will just continue from number 17. If you have missed it, then it means you are lost. But I am number 17 like this. This theory says that children experience with the caregivers. Children experience with the caregivers shapes them. Children experience, or a child's experience with his or her caregiver. That experience shapes the child. So, what theory is that? Another question, number 18 is, humans are born with attachment systems. Humans are born with attachment systems. That one. That one. Number what? Number 19. Infants belong, or infants develop a hierarchy of relationships. What theory is that? Infants develop a hierarchy of relationships. What theory is that? Number what? That's 19. Number 20. This theory is associated by the following factors: opportunity, caregiving, quality, caregiving. What theory is that? Number 21. Number 21 is strange. Number 21 is strange in the sense that number 21 is mentioning three things. Number 21 is mentioning three things. So, write small things there. List down three assumptions of attachment theory. List down three assumptions of attachment theory. Three assumptions. Three assumptions of attachment theory. 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 Guys, I am now mentioning the last one. The last one is as follows. One of the three theories related to children rearing mentioned in question 1. One of the three theories related to children rearing mentioned in question 1. Which one do you like and why? 8.
Which one do you like?
Look at the answers you have put on question 1. Are you on question 1? Or answer sheet number 1? Look at those theories and then choose a theory which you like and give a reason why you think that as a defense, your defense, why you like that theory. At this juncture, I will now switch you online students off because I will want to mark the examinations or the papers which students who are with me in this classroom have written. So, because you have not yet written, those of you who are online, I know you haven't written anything, but you will still write them when you get in touch with this presentation. Then you write and then you will send to me on 0999 330 and 780. I repeat the number 0999 330 780. You have to write everything that is on the quiz, question number 1 up to question number 22. Then write something. You can even take a pic of your paper and send it to me on WhatsApp means. Thank you very much for being together. Now I am switching you off so that you should not hear the answers or you might walk on a silver platter.